It is incomprehensible to us that a former president of the United States would cast our loved ones aside for personal financial gain. Joining me now, Brett Eagleson. He's the president of 9/11 Justice. You were 15 when your father died on 9/11. Why is this move by the former president to host a LIV tournament so upsetting to you?
Well, we have a former president who knows what the documents say. We have a former president who, in 2016, accurately proclaimed what the Saudis did. We have a president who, in 2019, met with a handful of 9/11 families who promised that he would help us. We have a former president, that then invoked the state secrets principle on the families, the first time it's ever been done in a civil litigation, by the way. Versus a current president who is going over to Saudi Arabia to try to use diplomacy to potentially bring peace between Israel and Saudi Arabia, to use diplomacy to potentially get the Saudis to stop bombing Yemen. So there's a major difference. You have one president who's doing it for the money, and you have another president who's doing it as part of his fiduciary responsibility to the people of the United States.
Members of the 9/11 Justice Group are requesting a meeting with Trump, writing to him in a letter, quote, "We simply cannot understand how you could agree to accept money from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's Golf League to host their tournament at your golf course and to do so in the shadows of Ground Zero in New Jersey, which lost over 700 residents during the attacks." Joining us now is Juliet Scalzo. Her father, Dennis Scalzo, was one of the hundreds of firefighters killed on 9/11.
As Trump himself said in 2016 that the Saudis were responsible. And, as per the executive order from President Biden, that we now have these documents, we have these FBI documents that show the accountability that the Saudis had, their role in it. So we now have the proof. Trump was right, but now he's taking money from them and profiting from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for it to be taking place, literally in the backyard of Ground Zero, in a state where there are a lot of 9/11 victims in New Jersey, New York. It's just absolutely, it's shocking. And for that to be hosted by a former president is even more, disgusting.